Good morning, everybody. I got the idea since I am in a camper. I've been in a camper for almost 2 months between rentals. Couldn't find any rentals, and some really good friends offered to rent me their camper, which has been really fun. So this is the size of the kitchen, though, in the camper, just so you know. So not a lot of room. And that's why I want to show you a one-pot meal. Quick, easy. If I can do it here, you can do it anywhere. So I cooked the rice. The rice is cooked. I'll write the recipe in the description. So I'm using basmati rice because it's got brown rice because it's got this nutty taste that I like. So the rice is cooked. Then I prepared everything else and put it in a bowl. All the other ingredients, which are I did the Eden garbanzo beans. Their cans are really safe cans, so I like this company a lot. Like I have the Eden tamari, and I like them too because most tamaris, unfortunately, you're finding out there from a company called Sanjan, and the quality compared to Eden, big difference. Okay, just tips for you to know. So just a can of garbanzo beans, and some grated carrot, some diced red onion. I'm going to put in, what else did I put in the bottom of this? So I prepared this all ahead of time. We're all good to go. So what happens is this is still warm. So you cook your rice is still warm. This all goes in, okay, which is great. And of course broccoli, I have broccoli in here, broccoli flowerets. And so I'm mixing that in, and the heat of the rice is just going to cook it enough. So it's not raw, but it's just going to be perfect. The rice is going to heat that up beautifully. Okay, mix it in really, really well. And let the steam of the rice. What I'm going to also add are some seeds. So you've got a grain, you've got a bean. Now I'm going to add some of those pumpkin seeds that I made on a video earlier. So I have those ready to go, ground up. I like them, so I'm going to say 1/4 cup. And I'm going to do some flaxseed, which is really, really important. Your omegas, your magnesium, just important for everything. So these are the golden flax. There's either brown or golden. When I can get the golden, I like the golden. But it really doesn't matter. You still get the same better. So I'm going to do about probably 1/4 cup of those. So now mix that in. It's really, really lovely. You've got all these a good amount of vegetables. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I plate this up. Just mixing it well because I want to get the heat. So what you would do is when your rice is cooked, you would just let this, put the cover back on for a few minutes and let it heat. Now, normally, no, this is perfect. So what I have, I was just thinking of other things. What I have here ready, just to show you a simple plate, is I've got a weakness of mine. This is the red cabbage, real pickles, kraut. Oh my God. I really like this one. So I've got some of that. And then what I did is some red leaf lettuce. I just washed it, cut it up, and then I grated some sweet potato. You know, take the skin off and then grate some sweet potato. And I put some organic Thompson raisins on top. Then I'm in a camper, remember, so it's got to be simple. There's no space, really limited space. So I'm trying to think of how I can still eat healthy and deal with this lack of being able to make. And I have limited refrigerator space too. So that's another thing, you know. I'm going to have to do things like this, which is a vegan ranch, because I just don't have the space, but I want to eat healthy. So there's a way to do it, and that's what excites me most. So you can, if I can do it here, you can do it anywhere. And then, so I'll use that on there. And then at the end, here's Eden again. I'll use their gamasio, which is your replacement for putting salt and pepper. It's sea salt with sesame seeds. And sesame seeds are high in calcium. So this is, you know, all making it healthy. So now what I'll show you is, let me get this out of there. And by the way, you really have to clean up as you go along. You really have to clean up and put away, because I've got a sink. I've got like this much space. I do have, and I'll show you in my next video, a friend sent me this foldable desk, and I use that as a table in another corner so that I have some cutting space too. So now, just to show you, I will take this, and this will go on here, and this is going to be a great meal, you know? It's one of my favorites. I really like simple meals. I mean, I know there is a ton of natural, you know, you can go to Forks Over Knives and find recipes. You can go to Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicines, for responsible medicine. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on the gamasio, okay, and then some of the vegan dressing. And we are good to go. I've got my chopsticks. I've been eating with chopsticks for so long. It's second nature to me. But there you go. You know, and you have a meal. You're in a camper. It can work. And then I would also, I've been making my own sprouts. This is something new for the last few months. It's so much cheaper. So much cheaper. I was in a store yesterday, and they were like $3 for a little box. I mean, I make a thing like, we'll see in the next video. I would put some sprouts in there, just so you know, like on the salad or on the side, because they're so nutritious. And there we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 vegetables in that plate. So very nutritious, easy. Try it, and the recipe will be in the description. All right, that's it.